way to win. And I'm just telling you, I can't be more proud of you today than any other win. And how are we going? Hey! Where's Carl Lawson? Where's Carl Lawson? I want Carl Lawson to lead the fight song. 1, 2, 3, go. Glory, go, never to conquer, never to give. Glory, go to this move. Why don't you know that to go, go, go. On the victory, strike up the band. New heaven, bells, and up in. Hey, glory, go, and for our power, victory, man. Hey!
It's great, man. It's always great to get the win at home, especially get a good team like that. It's always great to get that win, and especially those tough games. You always need those tough games under your belt, so later on down the road, you know how to respond to them.
It was a big game for us. You know, Vanderbilt came out. They played a really good game. You know, we struggled a little bit with penalties and turnovers, but in the end, we were able to overcome all of that.
I mean, it's a good win. That's a really good team. Whatever their record isn't good enough. They have very good defense, a stable offense, and they fought hard the whole game. So, it's always good to have a tough home game like this to get our minds straight and realize, we are beatable.
I was excited. It was my first touchdown, and, Sean gave me a good ball, and I was able to go get it. It was exciting.
Just so happened to be in the right spot at the right time. My instincts, I kind of see him looking back, and I just dove back for the ball. Just made the play, man. It's just a blessing to be in this position right now to help my team secure the win.
The Auburn Football Review, featuring Coach Ralph Shub-Jordan.
Be sharp, be ready. Tonight's what our program's all about.
This team has the it factor.
The official Auburn post-game show since 1954. This is the Auburn Football Review with head coach Gus Malzahn, presented by Toyota.
Hello again, everybody, in War Eagle. Rod Bramlett with Coach Gus Malzahn. Welcome into the Auburn Football Review presented by Toyota here on the field of Jordan-Hare Stadium, where the Tigers get a hard-fought win over against the Vanderbilt Commodores, 23-16. Coach, I'm not sure many people were convinced it would be this kind of game.
Yeah.
You probably had a pretty good idea of what you were running into.
Well, we knew coming into this game we weren't healthy in a lot of areas, and we had needed some guys to really step up, and I really think we did. We faced major adversity, probably as much adversity as we faced in a win a long time. But I'm real proud of our players. I'm real proud of our coaches finding a way, because there wasn't anything that went right today, and we found a way to win.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights.
Kick away for Vanderbilt, returnable by Kerryon Johnson from the 5, 10, 15, 20. Kicks it into second gear, leaps over a man at the 30 down the far sideline, and a nice return as he goes out of bounds. Franklin looking. Now Franklin running. 20, 15, spins, 10, breaks a tackle, 6. First and goal, Auburn. Kerryon Johnson in the Wildcat, keeps it around right end. Looks for the pylon, stretches out. Two of 8 on 4th down this season. Backfield, 4th and 1. Blasingame, the running back. They're going to play action and throw, and the pass is caught, but short of the first down. Blasingame in the backfield actually takes it as a Wildcat. Takes the snap directly on. Darrell Williams comes up and lays the wood to him at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 11 for Franklin to throw. Far side pass is caught at the 30 and hit immediately as Ryan Davis. JF3 in the pocket, now runs out. Looking for the first down marker and gets it. Right back to Petway again. Kicks it outside at midfield. Cameron Petway spun down at the Vanderbilt 45, but it's another Auburn first down. This time Franklin keeps it. 40, Franklin down the far hash inside the 35. So a field goal attempt of 45 yards for Daniel Carlson. Tyler Stovall takes the snap, puts it down. Carlson kicks it up, and that one is good. Daniel Carlson now 18 of 19 on the year. Tight end in motion from left and then back to the right. Play action for Shermer. Holland gives chase. Shermer gets it off complete to Jared Pinckney, had the touchdown catch. 2nd and 6. Give in the middle. Good job by Auburn in the middle. Fresh set of downs for the Commodores. Tied at 10, 2:22 to go in the half. Here's Webb, and this time he will get caught from behind. Getting into the backfield, TJ Neal, Darrell Williams. I think Marlon Davidson may have helped out a little bit there.
Vanderbilt takes a 13-10 lead into the locker room at halftime. And Coach, you also had a pretty good idea with Vanderbilt having the off week that they probably try to do some different things.
And they did. Offensively, they ran a different offense. I mean, it was really unbelievable. But, you know, hey, give them credit. You know, they hadn't been real successful on offense, and they just kind of created some things over the break that really presented some challenges, and give their coaches credit.
In the first half, John Franklin was your quarterback. What did you have to do a little differently than maybe you would normally do?
Well,
Coach?
you know, we tried to call his strengths really, and I think for his first start, I think he responded well. If you take away the fumble right there after the short punt return right there, you know, I thought he did a solid job.
From a defensive standpoint, talk about the adjustments you had to make after that first half.
Yeah, you know, we're just trying to figure out all the new things they were going up under. They were running their lightning motion, hand the ball on the perimeter. They did a good job on third down. Now that was probably the thing that, you know, we really need to improve before next week. The third down and 9+, as they converted quite a few.
All right, as you go to the locker room at halftime, what was the message to the team there?
Well, you know, we knew we were in a dogfight, and I just told them, I said, every year we've won a championship or had a really good season, there's always a moment like this that things are going against you, and you got to find a way to win. Carl Lawson kind of talked about that same thing, and they went out and got it done, so real proud of them.
All right, halftime. We'll get to the second half highlights here in just a little while. You're watching the Auburn Football Review presented by Toyota.
The Auburn Football Review is presented by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Better Network. Verizon, better matters.
I count slowly, slowly, slowly getting faster. Once I start counting, it's very hot. Baby, I'm 90% sure the cart's moving. It is so exciting. I could count forever. Count until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I love counting.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
America, it's time. Time to break free from the confines of your couch. To tear yourself away from the tyranny of technology. To revolt against a social revolution that's anything but social. It's time to embrace the possibilities right outside your door. It's time to build your Declaration of Independence.
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon. In the nation's largest independent study by Root Metrics, again, Verizon is the #1 network.
Hi, I'm Jamie Foxx for Sprint. And I'm Jamie Foxx for T-Mobile. And we're just as good.
Really? Only Verizon was ranked #1 nationally in data, reliability, text and call, and speed. Yeah. And you're gonna fist pump to that?
Don't get limited by an unlimited plan. Switch now and get our best deal, 20 gigs of limitless data for just $160 with 4 lines, all on America's best network.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Take on sudden stops. Get to your local Nissan store today for 0% financing for up to 72 months. Or save up to $4,500 on the 2016 Altima. Get to Nissan, a proud partner of the Auburn Tigers.
And we're back on the Auburn Football Review, presented by Toyota. We'll get to the second half highlights here in just a little while. Right now, it's time for our academic spotlight. And this week, it's linebacker Deshaun Davis.
The Academic Spotlight is brought to you by Hyundai, proud sponsor of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
My major is media studies, and I picked it because I'm a great speaker. I feel like broadcasting or something like that, journalism, editing, filmmaking, anything like that in that area. Well, with my major, like I say, I would love not even just ESPN. I probably just have my own radio show or something like that. But it's interesting because what really made me fall in love with it was in high school. Like when I tore my ACL my senior year, I did a little talk show going around in the city and just interviewing like the best players from each team, like a different team each week. And that really made me feel like I could really get used to this. So I mean, like I already knew like from that what I wanted to do coming into college.
I actually first met Deshaun when he was a recruit. He was interested in media studies, so I met with him then. And one of the things that impressed me most then and still does is his great personality. He's just this wonderful, outgoing guy, and I've had the chance to have him in class a couple of times since then, including this semester, and it's the same thing. He's just a great guy. He comes to class ready to work, and that's always a good thing to see.
I mean, really, our academic staff does a really great job of that for us. You know, really everything is mapped out for us, tutoring, for us mentors and things like that. Our schedule really routine. So I mean, like I say, they help us out a lot, but it can get overwhelming sometimes. But you know, you always have guys to go to in the academic side and coaching side that have been through it that, you know, can help you out. Even you can look up to the older guys also, like who already, you know, have their degrees, who well, you're trying to get where they at already. So I mean, they can give you some encouraging words also.
You know, at a certain level, going to school is a full-time job, and playing football in many ways is a full-time job because of all the demands, both physically and mentally. I've always had great respect for athletes who do what they do, and what I find, athletes so often do well because they have learned how to budget their time, they've learned how to be focused, they're competitive and they're driven, and those traits that make them good players also make them good students.
Really, with grades academically, I mean, you're gonna have ups and downs, but I mean, one thing I can say, it really just taught me about life. Because like I said, you're gonna have ups and downs, but you gotta find a way to get out of some slumps. Like you might go in and fail a test, but you know that's not the end of the world. You know, you can come back and pass a couple tests and get back on top.
The Auburn Football Review is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. And by Great Southern Wood, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Slowly, slowly, slowly getting faster. Once I start counting, it's very hot.
Baby, I'm 90% sure the cart's moving.
It is so exciting, I could count forever. Count until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I love counting.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
An Auburn University education emphasizes hard work, that training becomes wisdom, and that you can only count on what you earn. Auburn graduates believe in honesty, a spirit that is not afraid, and preparedness. Because one never knows when cause for celebration will arrive. This is Auburn.
Vanderbilt kicks it away. Fairly short kick. Comes down. Kerryon Johnson, 10, 15, near sideline 20. Cuts it back towards the middle and spun down right at the 25-yard line. Auburn quickly back to work. 1st and 10. Petway, left side, gets a hole. 45, pops out to the 50-yard line. Close to another Auburn first down. 2 receivers to each side of the field. White in the pocket with plenty of time. Throws near sideline, pass is caught at the 35-yard line. Marcus Davis, the senior. Play action for White with time for the end zone. Wide open, Slayton, touchdown, Auburn! 53-yard field goal attempt for Daniel Carlson right between the hash marks. Place down, kick up, kick is good! And Auburn leads by 10. At the fullback, the only back in the backfield, they're going to hand off on the sweep. Auburn ready. Into the backfield, back into Vanderbilt territory. Montavious Atkinson delivers the blow. Sherman wants the football, gets it. Steps back, throws underneath. There's Webb. Auburn's there too. 1 yard loss at the 30-yard line. Darrell Williams and company ready for that little dump off.
Just put the hammer down and take more than a touchdown lead. You'd feel good about your chances, but Vanderbilt just keeps punching. They keep getting hit and coming on.
Kerryon Johnson takes the kickoff from the goal line. 15, 20, 25. Johnson out to the 40 and hit out of bounds on a beautiful return by KJ. All right, White turns, play action, fires over the middle, pass caught. Into Vanderbilt territory, Jason Smith. 33-yard attempt for Carlson, kicking back to his left. Not much wind to deal with down on the field. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 3rd and 15 from the 37. Shermer throws and deflected, incomplete. White brings Davis in motion. Straight ahead, Petway, first down up the middle, and there he goes! 40 to the 30, 20, 15, and stumbles his way down to the 11. I think he was at worst at best in the neutral zone. 2nd and 10. Shermer hits, and down he goes at the 20-yard line. Carl Lawson with Auburn's first sack of the day, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time. 1st and 10, or 2nd and 10, as Vanderbilt spiked the ball there to stop the clock. Shermer back in there, throws again, intercepted! Joshua Holsey, and that'll do it!
So Auburn wins at 23-16, hold on, a hard-fought win, and boy, I tell you, the second half, Coach, the Vanderbilt team just would never go away. Credit them, but in the end, you said it earlier, just found a way to win this game.
I found a way to win and faced major adversity. You know, we had more penalties we've had probably combined the whole year. You know, we had the turnover down there, just a lot of things. Blocked field goal to put the game away, which was a pretty bizarre play. But our guys found a way to win.
Sean White, you could put him out there in the second half. What does it say about him after a week where he really didn't practice and still finds a way to make enough plays
it
for
says a lot. I mean, he's one of the better quarterbacks in our league, and he's growing in his own, and the guts that he showed today. And you saw the difference when you get out there. We're kind of in rhythm, and he's a good one. Cameron
Petway becomes the first Auburn rusher since Bo Jackson in 1985 to get 4 150-plus yard games in a row. Came up a little hobble on that last long run, but it was a big run. Even though you didn't get points out of that, it did flip the field and made it harder on Vanderbilt.
It did flip the field. It was pretty unfortunate. You know, he's busting away 10 yards ahead of everybody and then pulled something. But he's a tough guy. We got to heal him up.
All right, Josh Holsey with the game-saving interception, and really kind of appropriate on Military Appreciation Day. Of course, his dad, an amputee, war veteran. And second straight week for Josh, he's made a game saver.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter to win SEC games. You don't see that very often, but he's one of our leaders.
All right, and now, consider everything that went on. You're in control of your own destiny now. I know you still have to take it game by game, but now you are in control of your destiny in the West.
Yeah, you know, but it's all about next week. I mean, I'm not thinking ahead. Our team is not thinking ahead. We got our hands full with Georgia. We're going to focus on them, and we'll see what happens at the end.
All right, Auburn a winner, 23-16. We'll be back, wrap things up here on the Auburn Football Review, presented by Toyota.
The Auburn Football Review is presented by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Better Network. Verizon, better matters.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama, we're as passionate about your health as you are about Auburn football.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we are introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
I count slowly, slowly, slowly getting faster. Once I start counting, it's very hot.
Baby, I'm 90% sure the cart's moving.
It is so exciting. I could count forever. Count until I drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I love counting.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
It's time for another episode of Kicking It with Kevin.
We're here with Kicking It with Kevin this week, and I'm with Will Hastings. Will, where are you from?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
What brought you all the way down to Auburn?
Mostly football, but the education's pretty good.
He's very right about that. So what's your favorite tradition about Auburn?
Probably when they let the eagle out and it flies around the stadium.
If you found a picture of yourself in a dictionary, what word would it be under and define it?
Spicy. Yep.
Can you define that real quick?
Whatever the actual definition of spicy is, so just red hot.
So you're a little firecracker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dynamite,
Okay.
whatever you want to say.
You make some dynamite catches, I'll tell you that much.
No.
So, what do you do outside of football? What's your favorite hobby?
Probably go play hide and go seek. I like to do that a lot.
That's a good call. Who do you do that with?
Tyler Stovall, Daniel Carlson, Rudy Ford, Christy Stovall.
Gotcha.
All
So,
gang.
who's your favorite specialist on the team?
I can't call out one. It's probably it's the whole group. Definitely the whole group.
What's your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. So, and what's your favorite color?
Gray.
If you could go on a celebrity date with anyone, who would it be?
The girl that's in Shallows, I forgot her name.
That'd be Blake Lively.
Yeah, Blake Lively.
She's a good one. Thank you for kicking it with us this week, and we will see y'all next time.
Thank you.
It's now time for the top 5 plays of the week. Presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites. Number 5.
2nd and 10. Shermer hits, and down he goes at the 20-yard line. Carl Lawson with Auburn's first sack of the day, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time.
Number 4.
Takes the snap, puts it down. Carlson kicks it up, and that one is good. Mr. Automatic ties it up at 10.
Number 3.
Kerryon Johnson in the Wildcat, keeps it around right in, looks for the pylon, stretches out. So Kerryon Johnson gets his 12th career rushing touchdown, and the Tigers are on top 6-3 with 8:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Number 2.
Shermer back in there, throws again, intercepted! Joshua Holsey, and that'll do it! At the 18-yard line.
Josh Holsey comes up with his 3rd pick of the year and the most monumental interception of the game and of his career.
And your number 1 play of the week.
Play action for White with time for the end zone. Wide open, Slayton, touchdown Auburn! Fantastic catch and a nice throw.
The Auburn Football Review is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. And by Great Southern Wood, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
America, it's time. Time to break free from the confines of your couch. To tear yourself away from the tyranny of technology. To revolt against a social revolution that's anything but social. It's time to embrace the possibilities right outside your door. It's time to build your Declaration of Independence.
Good or better? The Hyundai Tucson versus the Ford Escape. Estimated fueling costs, the Ford's higher. Whoa. Estimated routine repairs, the Ford's higher.
What's happening?
In fact,
guys,
Hyundai has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2016. So again, Ford's higher.
Guys,
that's really high.
Very funny. Ha ha.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2016 Tucson from Hyundai.
I'm John Merrill. As your Secretary of State, I will do everything within my power to ensure that every eligible Alabamian exercises his or her right to vote on Election Day. Exercising your right to vote is the first step toward empowering our citizens to make a difference in the electoral process. Don't forget to bring your qualified government-issued photo ID on November the 8th. You can make a difference. We'll see you at the polls.
An Auburn University education emphasizes hard work. That training becomes wisdom. And that you can only count on what you earn. Auburn graduates believe in honesty, a spirit that is not afraid, and preparedness. Because one never knows when cause for celebration will arrive. This is Auburn.
Final segment here on the Auburn Football Review presented by Toyota as we look ahead now to the Deep South's oldest rivalry, this time in Athens, Georgia. And, you know, Georgia's had some struggles this year, but it's a rivalry game, Coach.
Yeah.
And as we've already seen, this Vanderbilt team gave you a hard test today. This Georgia team, you know they'll be ready.
Oh, yeah, and we've had a tough time over there. There's no doubt. We're beat up. I mean, we're going to have to heal up this week. But I will tell you, our team's going to fight. They're going to be ready to play. It'll be a tough challenge. It always is when you go over there, but I really like where our team's at right now.
All right, still a chance to do something special here in November. Auburn and Georgia, Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. We'll look back at that game next week here on the Auburn Football Review presented by Toyota.